So hey guys, how are you guys doing? My name is Amit Verma, and in today's video I'm going to have a conversation, one-on-one conversation with my best friend called Krishnakant Sharma. We are going to uh, discuss about his success story as he got a government job in India as an assistant manager in Union Bank, and it was a roller coaster ride for him. And I think his speech can motivate a lot of people out there who are a government exam aspirant who are just trying to um, crack government exams of bank or any other sector. So stay tuned guys, it is going to be a really informative video. So guys, this is my friend, name is Krishnakant Sharma, and I was talking about him, and congratulations Krishnakant for your new job. And
Thank
so
you. Thank you, Amit.
what's going on, how are you?
I'm doing really well. Just I have just joined the bank.
Okay.
Just trying to get settled down, like just the usual formalities going and all. My training will start soon, very soon. So
Okay.
that's a very good phase what we have. So I'll enjoy that time. And yeah, just like the formalities and all. It's a bit slow, but it's okay. It's
So,
fine.
guys, as I said you earlier, he got a job in the government sector. He's a assistant manager right now in Union Bank, and besides that, he was also working in a corporate sector. It was in a startup, and it was a really great journey of him. Like he's really hardworking person, as I can say. I have seen him in person, like how he was struggling to get a job, and those dedications are really necessary to crack a job in India and in a government field. So Krishna Kant, so tell me about yourself, brother. Like how you started this journey. What was your academic background back then? What was it all about?
Yeah. So saying about myself, so I did my graduation from Parampur University, from my hometown. After doing my graduation, the typical thing, what we need to do in future, all these things, questions comes out. So I just did a bit of research and all. Came to Hyderabad and felt that MBA is a very good option. So you can get a better career opportunities there and all. So I just prepared for, I guess it was July mid I came here, and then after I started preparing. And for MBA, I can say CAT is one of the very good exam in our country. So a
Good
lot of
and the
aspirants
toughest,
prepare.
good and the toughest exam as well. Is it?
Yeah, yeah. It is tough. I will say, like you get all premium B schools through that. So I just started preparing in the month of mid July, and the exams were in November. So the faculty also said it's not that easy. You can count, cannot come in 2 3 months, and you can just get it. So I just thought, oh, I won't give up like that. I just let me join. I'll see how much I can do, where
So
I
this
can
was
reach.
the year. This was in the year.
It was in 2020. It was in 2017. Yeah,
17.
2017 after my graduation.
Okay.
So it is a July mid. Yeah. So then in 2017, 9th November, we had this CAT exam. It's like the end of the
Sure.
month. They have it every year.
Okay.
So I just prepared for 2 3 years. I was clueless what topics they teach and nothing. I started from scratch. But yeah, that was very good. Like I gave too much of time, and again, teachers also always supported me. I was always in asking questions, clear, how to do this, how to do that. So it was good. Like I gave a good amount of time in that, and that always helped me. Like whatever I learned in that phase for these 5 6 months also.
Okay.
Then I got in MBA. So again, it was University of Hyderabad. It's a very, I'll not say it's a very big school, but when you see CTC wise, like the return on investment, what you get from that college, it's also very good. So I was good enough to get into that college. I got few more, but I choose to join University of Hyderabad because I was again in Hyderabad, so I was familiar with the environment, and I felt that's a very good college to join. So that's how I went there, and it was 2 years in 2020. Completed my MBA, like 18 I joined, and it was done in 2020. After that, May, March, it was COVID hit, it went all for toss.
Yeah.
So that happened with everyone. We had
So
our placement and all.
so in the first phase of Corona, you completed your MBA, right?
Yes, yes. When the corona just hit it on the like, COVID came to India on March, and it was like March first week and Feb last week. At that time, it was there in
Okay.
India. So we were also about to leave our campus in the April and May. So we got like it directly. It didn't affect like, the placement process. Just stopped at that when COVID was it. First case I know when it was.
Okay. Okay. So the thing is, like, when you were about to complete your MBA, you might have been got some of the placement, but due to Corona, it got all shutted down. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we got placed and they did close it directly, but they said we are just keeping you on hold and sometimes because they were also not sure and they kept us on hold till month of August, September. I can also say till September I was on hold. They didn't I didn't join and then after I thought it's too much. Like we were supposed to join in July and it's going till September. It's too much. So then I just I got to know that yeah it's done. I can get it. I started trying somewhere else. So I got again in October. I was again in a corporate company in an IT company working for them. It was 20, October 20. I remember the date. I joined a company, another company. I placed, but I didn't join that. And another company, I got an opportunity to work there. So again, it was an internship. It was really a good company. I had a very good time. But because of that experience, from March to this, I felt, oh man, it's corporate. That anything can happen and it will go for toss.
Oh, so the
So
thing is
that
like
time I decided.
doing the work and like looking after this Corona thing. So uh, you felt that a corporate is not cup of your tea. Like you don't have that such job security. Like due to this Corona situation, a lot of people lost their job as well in corporate sector. So
Yeah, yeah,
this was the main
many.
reason. Is this was the main reason to get your mind shift towards the government sector or what?
Initially, I was not interested, but I realized the importance of job security in that COVID time.
Okay.
Lot of layoffs happened everywhere, and rapid firing was full on, and talented people were also not getting chance. Like if they are working, also the pay was getting fallen. And again, there was government sector. They balanced it. Like they didn't got hikes and all. I can say, but they were giving them a good pay. No one was removed and all. Safety matters there. Like that phase, on tough phase, government can handle it very well. They were able to. I can't say they can handle. They were able to handle well. So comparatively, yeah, obviously it's more secure, I can say. And corporate, they pay good money, but I realized I don't want a fat salary. Rather, would I prefer a secure job and calm and peace, like other benefits what the government sector had. Job security was one. Like I wanted to make sure that I have a good backup so that I can explore myself. I can have time for myself. I can do whatever I wish. So that was one reason I shifted and I started preparing after that COVID hit. So yeah, I started slowly. Again, I was working also. I needed to support my family. Lot
So
of
what
the
so what was your baby steps towards giving exam of government? Like what was your baby step? How you made up your mind like yes, I'm going to give this exam because government exam is not that easy, bro. Like there are lots of people out there they just leave every single thing and they just get dedicated towards this government job and they just give their whole day for this government and they don't do any other thing. So like how you made up your mind, like you also will doing the your corporate as well as you are preparing for the government. It's really tough. So how was that?
okay, I'll say on that. I'll say first of all, patience is very important.
Absolutely.
Again, you need to have lot of patience. You need to again give consistent hard working. It's not like today you work, 2 days you read, like you prepare, and after that something happened, you take a break and you will start again. No, like if you are consistent enough, like every day if you give this much time I'll work, this much time I need to do, I need to give. It requires that much efforts, and you are consistent, then you can achieve it. Like it's not at all. It's difficult for sure, but it's not like not achievable. So if you are consistent and you have that patience and you need to trust yourself, like yeah, it can be done. consistent and patience will take you there. And again, when you are not able, when you give your first attempt, suppose you didn't uh, qualify, like whatever the case is, it didn't happen, then you must, like, failures teach lot of lesson again, I'll say. So you can work, you need to work on your weak points, where you went wrong, what was thing which you were not able to do. So if you take that experience, if you work on yourself and you improve, then there is a time that you will get it for sure. It's not like, this is not that, it's not possible. It's possible. There are people who are getting jobs, right?
Hmm.
So you can also get it. You just need to be consistent and have that patience that you will get it. Like, believe in
So
yourself that yeah, it is achievable.
in which, like, you got a intern in a corporate in month of October 2020. Then
Yes.
when was your first attempt for giving a government exam? At, what was your first attempt? Like, what was the field
Okay.
or what was the position you applied for, or what exam have you did? Like, tell me about your first exam and like share your experience now.
Okay. Okay. First attempt was, I'll just say, I was just exploring out everything. Again, when the COVID came, so whatever I form I used to see,
So
because I
did
believe
so
that.
have you decided to go in a certain field? Like you want to go in a railway sector or a bank sector or something else, taxation, or what was your like mindset to give a
Okay.
particular exam? And what was your first
Okay.
attempt?
Again.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
for what
Okay.
for
I'll
what
say.
field? Yeah.
Uh-huh. So I'll say on that. My first attempt was again in this SO only, like the a bank job which I applied for, because I choose this because the process is very slow. Like, sorry, not slow. The process is very fast, and it doesn't take much time. Like, suppose if you apply for other jobs, they have long waiting time. So there you can't know where you are getting wrong. But in case of banks, they are pretty good fast. Now other sectors are also coming up. They are increasing the speed by seeing how banking sector is doing very fast exams. So like so they are taking those things, but at that time they were very fast. Like, within 6 months you will figure out whether you, like, all process, like three rounds or four rounds, like pre, means, then an interview. Everything is done within 6 months. So you'll figure out that yeah, I am in or out in that time.
Hmm.
So
So
that
the
was
all
I wanted it.
yes, all the process like from prelims to mains to interview and everything, it will be held within
six
within
months.
a
Yeah,
spare of 6 months. So it's the process
yeah.
is really
So,
fast. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like, I can say the interview results also will be out within 6 months. So it's not like only the interview. You will have the results, like whether you are in or out within 6 months.
Hmm.
So that is comparatively very slow, very fast. I mean, if you see other sectors such as SSC 2 years, 3 years back, they were very slow. Like, they used to keep on hold for 1 year, 2 years. So when, like, this is also another sector, banking, which is very fast, I felt. And so I thought I wanted, like, again, if you can know your weakness where you're going wrong in SSC, like other exam, then when will you work? You'll not have time to work on your weakness. But this thing, you can work on your weakness, I felt. So I just choose this. So like I
So you
can know
choose
where I'm going.
for this reason you choose the banking sector because the process is
Yeah,
fast and you might be getting enough attempts in a year. So that was the main reason of it, right?
yeah, yeah. Attempt is one in a year, but yeah,
Okay.
the process is fast and you can know your weakness, like where you're going wrong and what you can learn something from
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You can
that's
really,
true.
yeah, yeah. That is very, rare. Like, processes are slow in government sector. So this was a bit faster, so I just choose it. You can choose, like, it depends. I didn't want it to give much time, so I choose this. But
Hmm.
it's on a individual how much time, within how much time he want to get it. I kept my time frame a bit low, so I was like, I need to work on my weaknesses also. I never had an experience of government jobs and all, so everything
So,
mattered to me, like from first experience to last.
so Krishna, when was your first attempt? Like in which year or in which month of
It
year? Like,
it was of December 2020 prelims I gave first. Uh, I just didn't qualify prelims by, I guess, one mark. Just
okay,
missed it.
for 1 mark you got eliminated from the prelims.
Yeah,
So
it was very close. but
But
I didn't want it to stay. So I was like, okay, if I can come this far, why not going to the next round? So I can easily go to the next round and the final round also. Like,
okay,
so
so
if
so
I
the
can,
thing, you took it your rejection as a positive mindset, because there are lots of people who gave up from the very first attempt if they got eliminated. So like you took it on a great attempt, like if you scored to the sum of amount of the qualifying round, so you thought of that like, yes, if I can reach up to this, I can go further also. So that was your mindset.
yes, yes, yes.
That's a really good
Obviously,
example of positive mindset, man. Seriously.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You must learn from your failures, like where you're going
That's
wrong.
true, I
They'll
guess.
help you a lot. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I just said that in previous. So why did I went wrong? What mistake I can avoid so that I could have got qualified? So you can work on that, and you can make sure that next time I don't do such kind of mistake.
Yeah.
So next year
So
also I
after
gave.
that, so after 2020, you giving the prelims, and when your result got out, like,
It came on the month of Jan itself, like
okay,
Jan
within a month. So after that,
20,
what
30,
was your
20.
step? After that, what was your step like, for the preparation?
After that, I was having a corporate job, right? So I was working with them parallelly. I can't even, I have my commitment there. They had dependencies on. So I worked on that. I just took I thought I need some small break. So I just didn't start for, I guess, 1 month. I was trying to, okay, analyze what can this be done, and should I give more time and all, because I already gave some time. I just took 1 month break and I started again with that same dedication and all. And I felt like, yeah, this time free, I need to, I can get it again. So I just started again from Feb. Jan result was out, and Feb last again I started, I guess. I remember 20 something I started again. So I worked for both, for pre, for mains. Uh, I was not focusing much on the interview, but yeah, I work for both pre mains. Like I need to make sure that I need to qualify both the rounds. So I started working, and it went well. I was working with my private sector. I didn't got much time, but still on holidays, on weekends, I used to put a bit extra for myself, and I used to do that.
You you were
Example,
you were always committed to this government thing. Whatever went in my life, even if I'm doing a corporate job, I'm going to give a certain amount of time to this preparation. Even if in the weekends, even if in your free time, no matter what, I have to crack it. That's what your mantra was, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was sure that I can do it, and I will do it, and I'll make sure I am consistent enough in
So
giving my
what
effort.
when was your second attempt, bro? Then, like,
Second attempt, again, the same time, it happens every year. It was again, the form were out and I failed it again. So, pre was again in December 2021.
okay.
So,
So
I,
so the first attempt was in 2020. Then second attempt was 2021 after a 1 year complete preparation.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
I was, well, they have 1 year cycle. So it's not like we need to wait one for the next.
So
So
for
I was,
2021, what was that, bro? For 2021, like,
okay, 2021 went well. I gave pre, so I qualified with a very good margin this time. I can say around 50% extra than the qualifying mark. So I was very safe side. I was like, okay, this time I did it, I made it. Again, the mains were in the Jan last week, correct? So I guess Jan 2022, the mains were 2021, Jan 2022, the mains were there. Yeah, like again I gave mains. Mains also I was qualified. Uh, but yeah, after qualifying for pre, again I didn't expect waited for the result. I just started preparing for my mains. I didn't care whether I'm selected or not, because the results are not in my hand. Those are controllable factors for me. So if I think if I get qualified, then I'll study. Then
mm,
I literally waste the time of like those 10, 15 days, because those processes are still fast, but I didn't want it to waste my time. So I was like, okay, after pre is done, I know I will qualify. I hope that I'll qualify. Even if I not, it's okay. I can
so
put
you
15
are,
days extra.
so you were in a parallel flow of doing a corporate job plus your preparation and you qualified for prelims as well as you're preparing for the mains, living out from your hometown in a different place called like from in Hyderabad, and like
Yeah,
everything is going like in a certain manner, but you are still prepared for this.
yeah, I was very much prepared. I
Wow,
was
man,
balancing.
you are inspiration for the million of people out there who just
Yeah,
just
you
give
must
up for.
like.
Yeah,
I'll I'll say that dream big and have like focus on that. Like you to achieve your dream, you must give your efforts for your dreams. Yeah, dreaming also is very important. Like you must
yeah,
have an aim. Like I need to get this, I need to do this. Like I'm not saying about this government job. Anything you can dream of. Like I want to be there, and what you can do
that's true.
to reach there. Yeah, yeah. So if
What?
you put effort, you will get results.
Yeah.
There is either success. If you if you don't get success, you will learn something. Then again you can learn, implement those learnings, and again you can improve on yourself. So that's just the process.
So after that, what? Like, you got the prelims
Okay,
in
okay. The
2021.
prelims was, yeah, the prelims was done, and it was my second time this time. So I was like, okay, uh, I started again preparing for my mains after that immediately. So the prelims results were also out. I qualified that also. Then the mains came. The mains, like I was also like, yeah, we will prepare. I was preparing. Yeah, I was preparing, and the mains was also done on Jan. I guess yeah, last week as I was saying. Again,
Jan
the results were
2022.
out.
Jan 2022.
Yeah, correct. Jan 2022.
Okay.
And the results were out. I didn't wait for the results, but I was again after giving my mains, I started preparing for my interviews and all. So whether I get selected or not, I had the same approach. So I was like, okay, I'll prepare. So okay, I got my score. Like you are qualified. Now you have your interview. So I was like, okay, happy that yeah, good. This time, last time I didn't made it, but this time I have came far. So only one round is left, and if I do that, it's done. So I gave interviews and all. Again in March, first week interviews were there. It was good experience. Like the panel who were interviewing me, they were very friendly enough. I was able to answer them. I guess, yeah, I was pretty satisfied with my performance on interview. Okay, enough, and it went well. So I was just waiting for the result. I didn't have high expectation. I was like, if I get selected, it's okay. If I don't get selected, also it's fine. I'll prepare again.
Oh my
I'll
God,
work
like
on my weekend.
how you are building that, what to say, like uh that guts in yourself, like no matter what, if I get fail again, I'm going to, again I'm going to reappear the exam, and then you have to start from the zero. Like, you cannot uh go qualify as a main, like if you qualified earlier. So again, for the third attempt, you should have to first clear the prelims, then mains, then interview, and oh man, it's really starting from zero again and again. So what was your
Yeah,
mindset, bro? Like how you made it yourself, like, yes, I'm going to do it. If it's going to be minus zero also, I'm going to start from there. So how was
yeah,
that?
it's like I knew that it's achievable. I believed in myself, and I know what type of things they ask and what are the requirements. I understood the pattern well. Like after giving after analyzing it 1 year and all, I know that this is it can be done. Um, and I believe that yeah, if you improve yourself, you can obviously get it. I kept a bit of patience and all. It was not easy. I can say there are lots of ups and downs which comes in our life. Uh, Financial pressure, then after from family side also they have expectations. Lot of things. So there are a lot of things which have come. But yeah, it's not smooth, right? Everyone's journey is up and down. So I still kept on like, yeah, I don't need to. You just don't need to give up. If you give up, you will lose the battle. Rather than giving up, stay, fight, become better version of yourself, stand again.
So the thing
You
is,
can,
what you are explaining is, like, suppose if there is a thing, like if you really want something in your life, it can be anything. Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if
it's
you give up, you are not going to get that thing ever in your life.
And
Okay. So
yeah,
yeah. So if you are giving it a shot and trying again and again, there are the chances you will get it someday.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, obviously I'll say you just be you need to you need to be strong, you need to keep on pushing yourself. If you give up anyway you lose, and if you stay, at least you I can say you are a fighter, you are fighting, you are trying to get succeed. If you get qualified, okay, good, or else still you will have that experience. Just take it in a good positive way, then it will obviously come out. Don't let negativity come anywhere around. Even failures are also very good. Failure teaches a lot compared to success. You will
So
know what's wrong.
yeah.
There,
So
yeah,
after that, after your second attempt, giving up the interview, what was your result in 2020?
yeah, yeah. Again, it was 2021. So again, I didn't made it. I missed it again by 2-3 marks only. But
Okay.
I didn't meet it. Oh, so I was like, oh man, missed it. I could have done this. I felt it. Oh man, I would have made it, man. Seriously, I was so close. I missed it. So I felt okay. It's the time to again be prepared, be ready.
Prepare for again 6 to 7 months to give it a exam on 2022 December.
Yeah, yeah. I said it was almost April when the results were out.
Okay.
So it was some time left. I just took, I guess, 15 days break. I thought I need to bit calm down. I didn't use to. I gave myself a bit of rest, and again I started it again. So I gave some. Yeah, again I started. I had my job parallelly running, so everything was fine that side. Everyone was like, if I can be satisfied in even I was having a decent, good enough pay and all also. But I still felt I wanted that tag. I dreamed for it. I want that. So but I took it again. Like, yeah, if I have done this much, I can do that again. So I gave again exams. I kept my consistent approach. I used to give regular time to that. I have the fixed slot, this much hours I need to study. So was on that. Uh, Again, I was worked on my weakness, what I was not able to do, where I went wrong. I analyzed myself, why I did by those marks. How can I improve my score and all. So I gave again
So for
three.
the third attempt, like 2020 was the first, 2021 was the second, and 2022 was the third, which you was to going to give in 2020 December, right? So
Yeah,
like in third attempt, like for the third attempt, you cleared all those things like prelims, mains, and everything in a single shot. Like
yeah. It was.
okay,
Yeah, yeah, pre I was done. Paper was tough or easy. That really doesn't matter. Like sometimes paper comes tough, sometimes paper comes easy. So it's not in your hand. Like if the paper is tough, it's tough for all. So don't you know to think much. What will if this time less seats are there? People think in that way and worry. Let's not stop preparing. Let's stop preparing. Last time there were good number of seats. So the like don't look around all those aspects. Like those can pull you down, and those are uncontrollable. Those are not in your hand. Paper can be tough. Paper can be easy. Number of seats can be less. Number of seats can be more. It can be a good point also. So if you think about them, it's waste. It's best that you just need that one single seat for you. And if you have that approach that you can get it, if even there is one seat and you can be that one guy taking that position, right? So don't think, just focus on yourself. You can improve, how to improve, where did you get wrong. So these are some things which I focused on rather than focusing about the uncontrollable factors. And yeah, it went well. I gave December pre again. It was good. I qualified again. Mains was also in the Jan 2023. So again, it was again I had that after giving pre I need to start my preparation. So it went well. I qualified that. Again, it was interview. This time I was like, okay, this is my now second. I know what wrong, like where I went wrong in means, what wrong I did in interview. So all those things helped me. All their experience, what I had. So it was good enough. And in March, yeah, in March first week I gave interview, and then after I was like, okay, now nothing to worry, get back to work, focus on that. So I was waiting for the result time. Till then, I was like, okay,
So what was
this
the
is some time.
interview? What was the exam questions has been asked you back then, like for the interview round?
Okay, so they just asked basic questions. How about yourself? A bit about if it is banking sector, they were on tilted on the banking side. What's going on bank? Uh, Back a few days back, the some financial related meeting was held. So they asked something related to finance, something related to banking sector, something, yeah. So all on these side, what's going all overall on India, and the panel was very friendly. So if you don't know, also, I there were a few things which I didn't knew. Like again, I can't know everything. So I said, sir, I am not aware of this. So I just surrendered. Like I don't know something.
Okay, the
So
question which you were not aware about, you just uh, made your statement like
yeah,
I'm not aware
I,
about this thing.
yeah. Sorry, sir, I don't know this. Like I don't have much clue on this, and I don't want to say anything. I didn't bluff also. I was very normal. I didn't like, okay, I need to say all the answers. No. It's okay. You can say some questions. No, sir, this thing I'm not a bit sure what the best of my knowledge. So and if you know something, you can say in, like I don't know exactly what it is. I was very clear. Like uh, I didn't lie at all. Also, so I was very okay. If I know something, I used to say in confidence, and if I don't know, I was used to say, "So, no, sir, I am not aware of this. I'm
So
just
you were not
having."
making some of the own you were not making of your own answers, like like if you're not
No,
aware
no,
about
no,
a topic, you are just but also you are saying something and something though you were not doing
no,
that.
no. I was no. I was not doing that. I wanted to keep myself very calm, and also wanted to keep my panel calm. So if they are calm, I will be calm. It's connected.
That's true.
I didn't wanted to panic them. So it's like, okay, sir, yeah, not much very sure about it. So I don't want to say anything. If there are some question like you either support this or that. Both of them are like, if I'm sure, I could have said, yeah, I am supporting this side. But if you are confused enough, like I used to like, no, sir, I'm not. I don't know exactly who is good and what is
So
correct.
okay, yeah, that's true. Mm. After giving up the interview round in the third attempt, like you said, like you gave the interview round, it was a question. It was quite friendlier question to you, and you didn't give any, uh, you know, out of the text answer. So it was a plus point for you at the time. But what about next? Like, when did you get your result after that? What was the time
Okay,
duration?
so
How many months or days it take? After interview round to result.
okay, so interview was around March first week. I am not sure, 5th or 6th of March. I'm not very exact about date. It was Saturday. I remember. So okay, so interview was on 5th or 6th of March. I'm not very sure about the exact date, but it was Saturday. So that was the day, and the result was out on 1st of April, 2023. It was Saturday. I'm very sure about that because it was a holiday, and that was the day I gave my company the resignation. Like I am about to, I am about to change my career. Like anything, I gave my resignation letter there. So I remember still that day. I was very happy that okay, finally I made it. That congratulations word which comes up, so that really made me feel happy that okay, this is something I was targeting and I have made it through.
So what
So
was
it
your
was
feeling, bro? What was your feeling? Just say me, 3 years, 2.5 year, complete hassle, like not giving up for a single thing, just having a mindset to crack the government exam. What was the feeling, man? What was the feeling?
it was like yeah, I felt okay. I was like I calmed myself down. I was not able to believe that yeah, it is done. I just called my mom that mom, I am like I made through it, and she was happy more than me. It's more of my friends and family members who were more happier than me. I was like okay, I made it, and I was okay, I achieved it. I believe that something which you want, if you put effort and if you are consistent enough, you will get it for sure. So that that made me feel very good. But yeah, everyone was happy that yeah, you were trying for this and you got it. So I checked it early morning around uh, 7, 8 o'clock. The result, eight that time the result came. The entire night I was not able to sleep because I know the results are coming out. So then after I just took a very peaceful sleep after seeing my results. I really got a very good sleep. I slept for 4 5 hours. Then I did, I talked with other family. I just let my mom knew that I'm done, and I just slept. So that was my peace sleep, I guess, because the entire night I was not able to sleep. There is that excitement in everyone, like, God, tomorrow results are there. What will happen if I get selected? What if I'm not get selected? What to do? But I was like,
So
okay, if I'm not selected,
what was your mindset, bro? If the situation went other way around, so what was your
yeah,
situation? If
yeah.
you didn't qualify again the preparation?
Again, yeah, yeah.
Oh
I
my
was
God,
sure that
bro.
if it is not done, then I have my attempts, number of attempts left. I can obviously give my efforts there. I know where I can work, what I can improve more. So that was the only motivation why I kept myself. And I was like, okay, if the result is positive also, I need to be very calm and composed. And if it is negative also, I need to be calm and composed. It's how much calm and composed you are, I felt. So the results were out again. I just informed my mom only and no one else at that moment. And again, I was calm, like I want to sleep first, so I just slept. Then after I just, I just let that yeah, it's done and all. Everyone knew. So I didn't react that much, but yeah, I was happy. I was very happy deep inside, but I was trying to be calm, composed. Yeah, and there is
I still remember a few months back you gave me a call. It was Sunday evening, I guess, that you qualified this exam, and I still remember that you gave me a call
yeah,
for that. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
I
want
was
I was
I was out of
trying
town. I
to
was in
connect.
Punjab at the time. Yeah, I still
Correct.
remember, bro.
I was trying to connect with you, but you were not available. I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
yeah,
was a
we
bit
I
busy. Yeah. It was
so
great, man.
yeah,
I was happy for you too, bro. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, bro. So it's just a you need to believe in yourself, trust the process, do things what you can do. Don't worry about unnecessary things like number of seats. What if the paper is tough this year? These are all things. Don't focus on those things. That's what I'll say in brief. If you are consistent, if you are focused, then you obviously you will improve if you work on your failures. And failure teaches a lot. So they are obviously very good learnings what you have.
So
Then you will get success. It's just time and patience you need to have. Be calm. That's it. Yeah.
So it was about your journey. So now we are going to discuss about what are the academic things you have to prepare for giving a SO exam. What is the full form of SO? I don't know that. What is
It's specialist officer.
specialist
So
officer? Yeah,
there is POSO. So
POSO.
like
Okay.
POs for probationary officer and these are specialist officer. You need masters for this. Like I gave for MBA like marketing officer.
Yeah, yeah.
So
We
you
will
need
get back to that thing. We will get back to that thing as well. Uh, so what are the basic or the primary preparation thing to prepare for to give the exam which you have given? So how can a person can prepare? Like what are the basic strategies to do that?
Okay, so for the basic exam, any bank level exam, if you want to give, I'll say the basic things you need to prepare is in prelims they ask English, maths, and reasoning. Like maths they call quant also, so English, quant, and reasoning. These three things are there. So they hold a pillar in pre as well as in mains. So if you are good in these three, they'll help you. Obviously, you can score good number of marks in that. So for SO, it's like only English, English, quant, and reasoning in pre. In mains, we have different pattern. But if you go for other exams like PO and clerk, so they have this repeated subject. And again, banking awareness or current affairs gets add on. Then is computer awareness also. I didn't focus much on that side because I made my aim clear that I need to hit here, here, here. So I was just hitting there. I was not applying there much. But still, if you want to prepare for these jobs, I'll say English, quant, and reasoning. These three hold very important for
So
all banking
the
exams.
for the aspirants who have, have a plan to give the government exam in the future, like they should have been, like prepare for English, quant, and what was that?
Reasoning. That's
Reasoning.
reasoning.
So those are the three subjects where a person have to be mastered in it to give this
Yeah,
exam.
he needs to be good enough. Like he needs to be very good. He must be fast. He must be quick. For English, you need to read novels, newspapers, editorials, so that you can, you have that reading power. You can read things very fast. Maths also, it's basic fundamental maths which you will learn up to 10th class. You need to be very good with your
Okay, so for
concepts and
math,
all.
for mathematics, like you should have to prepare for your old school textbooks. Like, will that be applicable?
They hold basic base, what you call. If you have a strong base, then you can do tough things. But if you are not good in base, then the building which you raise, that will also, get collapsed.
Yeah.
So I'll say
So
they are important, very important.
yeah, so let's talk
Yeah.
about mathematics, bro, first. For the mathematics, what are the basic thing a person should be pro on? Like, what are the basic, what we're talking about, the basic thing? What is it?
Yeah. Maths, I'll say it was my very favorite subject from my childhood days. So
Okay.
I used to like, okay, this is something I mind where I hold a strong grip. So for bank, they don't cover all the syllabus. I gave CAT also. That had big syllabus as compared to the banking side. So in bank, you must be good in numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, tables. You must be very fast with those things. And there are very simple maths like simple interest, compound interest, profit loss. These are few basic chapter which you teach in your learn in your school. So they have these things and all basic things, not that high level maths.
Okay, so
Uh,
for prepare for this type of exams, a person should go through all those basic topics. Then it is the first step to for this preparation.
yeah, that hold a base. If you have a very good
Yeah.
base, then you can make your pillar, building a very like you can go very long. Yeah, base is important. I'll say very important.
And what about English? How can a person can prepare for the English?
English, I would say you must read novels, good books. They're like what is interesting for you. If suppose if it's related to something thrilling, something business related books, you must find what book make you feel good. Something related to your inner peace. There are lots of books out. You can just pick one and start reading and keep on reading. You will you will improve your speed slowly and to stay updated, like again, if you read newspaper, it will help you for current affairs also. And again, your English will also be improved parallelly. So current affairs is also needed for other exams, like banking exam which you give. So that helps in both the ways. So yeah, reading newspapers and reading books. These are
So
basic
if a
for English.
person, suppose Krishna, if a person is not from an English background or English school background, so how can he prepare for English? Like, is there a separate mark stages for mathematics, reasoning, and English, or as a whole you get the mark?
There are separate cutoff for all the subjects, individual subjects, English, reasoning, and maths. So you need to qualify that minimum cutoff, I would say.
Okay.
So
So for
if I am,
so see, if a person is not from a English school background, how can he prepare for English?
yeah, that's what, like if I am from an not from an English medium school and I'm giving the exam, there is a minimum cutoff which you need to qualify. And if you know that you are not that good enough, you can just qualify that, and other subjects are there where you can improve your score, and that overall score matters at the last. So there you can score. And for improving your English marks also, basic thing, you can start reading with, that's what I said, like if you are not interested also, start reading a bit of books. Like they will help. They will help a lot. Even if you are from English medium and if you are not reading books, the performance will come low. But if you're from other, not from an English medium, and if you start reading, books and all, it's a process, right? You need to give it some time. So if today out of 10 you are scoring one, If you read book not today or tomorrow, after 2 3, after some time, I'll say your score will go improve. Then you need to know where I can improve more and what you can, like, there are other things. Grammar is also there. You can need to give a bit time. If you put effort, that it's nothing matters whether you're from English medium, Odia medium, like any other any medium, like you will qualify it. You just need to work on your weakness. Like, so for English, if that's your weak subject, give it more time. So read, instead of, if you have 5 hour slot, give 2 to 3 hours to English. So there you will gain, you'll obviously improve, right? Improve at higher rate as compared to other subjects, because you're investing your more time there, and give your quality time there. So you will improve. It's not like it doesn't depend from which medium you are. There are many out from non-English medium who qualify, who there are many examples. I don't need to name them also. Everyone gets their job. It's not like only English medium students will qualify. Not at all. It's never the case. So there is obviously, like, if that's a weak point and you know that's your weak point, that you are lucky enough, where you can work and improve yourself, right?
So
Take
like,
it in a positive way.
see, so the thing is, like, you were having a base back then in your school days. You were good in mathematics, as you said. So you were quite confident that you were gonna crack it. Okay, that's what you were reciting in yourself. Like, yes, I'm going to do no matter what. But the people who are not from those background, but they want to get into this field. They still want to get into a job, a government job. So do they really want to go to a institute for the preparation, or they can, with the help of self preparation also, they can crack this exam? Like, what is this? What are the two major difference between this self preparation and going to the institute and spending a lot of money for the preparation?
I would say, if you get good resources or proper direction, then you can avoid that going to an institute. But it's difficult these days to find that proper resources. And if you go to some institute and all, and if they teach you some shortcuts, there are some shortcuts where you can do multiplication faster, addition faster. They have the tricks and techniques which they teach you. So that helps you. Or else, if you need to spend your time on other ways to learn those resources, so, like, you can go through this way and that way also. It basically depends how fast you want to get. If you have less frame and you want to achieve it, you can see how you can take advantage of both. You can do your own preparation, and you can go to institute and you can add up them, and it will be an adding effect. But if you are preparing self, it will take some time, because there are some experts who are sitting there with some experience. They know where students are going wrong. They know what things can be, you can do to get up your speed. So I'll say institute matters, but it's on you how you take, after you go to the institute, whether you are working or not, or if you just ignore it, you will just be the same. Very bad. You can fall also. The thing which matters is the yourself. If you have the dedication that I can do it, you can do it from institute also, and you can do it from yourself also. But yeah, it depends on you, not on the institute or the self-study. Like,
That's the
it's like
interesting.
that.
That's the interesting thing you have said. So, what was your schedule like, working as a corporate company and preparing for
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
What was your schedule? Please elaborate it, brother.
Yeah, my schedule was something like, my working hours were around 11 to 8. So that
11
was
morning
that
to
was
night 8.
8,
Okay.
yeah, in night 8. So that was my 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. So that was my schedule. So after 8 p.m., after coming from my office, I used to study a bit late nights, and all. I know I can study late night. So after having my dinner, by 9:30 everything used to be done. I used to take a bath and calm down myself. I have my food, go for a walk, come back. By 9:30, 10, I used to sit. And I used to study for, 2 3 hours, and I used to feel okay, it's good enough time. I used to have my targets. Like, I wanted to learn something. It used to go sometime long. So at least 2 to 3 hours. Minimum was like, this much time. So if I start around 10, So high concentration, like I used to focus completely on that. There, it used to go till 12 or 1, and I used to sleep by that, and I kept 7 hours of sleep and all something. So from 1 to 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, I used to get up. Used to go out for a bit of walk or exercise. So 1 hour slot there, and used to get ready for my office. That was my usual pattern in the working days. When it was off, I know today I have more extra 8 hours. You need to utilize those 8 hours very carefully. So I used to give more time there. So that was my usual pattern. Three hours in night, and again, like in work in holidays you can work more. That was the pattern I followed.
It's all about commitment. That's
Yeah,
all
it's
I can
it's
say.
all about it's all about how much priority you give to this thing and how much priorities you have. Like which is your top priority? That matters. Yeah.
Yeah. So on a high-end scale in government sector in India, how much amount they can pay you? Like as you are a assistant manager, right? You are a
Okay.
assistant manager in a certain bank, in a union bank. So uh, I'm not talking about you on a general. It's a general talk. So how
Okay.
to what
Okay.
extent a person can get paid off, like till the
Yeah. Yeah.
retirement or something, like what is the scope
Okay. Okay.
and what are the
So
benefit as well? What are the benefit as well?
okay. Just yeah. So I was just saying, on a higher note, on government sector, if you are joining it, it's a public sector, right? So government, you will be touch with the government, so they will give you good enough pay, and you will have good amount of facilities, uh, especially in banking, as it is very much connected with the finance thing. So they will take care of all of your expenses and all. If it is room stay, mobile bill, there are a lot of things, they give for luggage, travel, every year, furniture. There are a lot of allowances what a bank employees get. Uh, and the pay is also very good enough. And it's like till the age of 60, you can work in a public sector. So that's also very good thing. In other sectors, it's a bit, if it is not a government sector, it's a bit less chance that you will work till 60. I'll not say no, but still it's a bit less. But for this, it's like short, you have done till 60. And they have, like, as the we all over India, there is some basic pay which every individual needs to get. So as it's government, it's very much monitored, and they will give you a good pay enough. Apart from that, they'll give you this extra allowances and all. So if you consider that, for the current time, I can say, if even if it is a clerk or anything, so they will have a pay of around 45,000 when they just join the bank. And it's very much same for the other sectors also. If you prepare for higher level of exam, your pay can be kept on increasing. Central government gives good pay, like what I have seen. So it will go on increasing and all. So in banking sector also, they pay very well, and it's not just the pay; it's just the inner peace, which matters more. And you must have your personal time, personal life. So all those things are a bit balanced in the government side. So P-wise also, they are not at all bad. They are competing with private firms also. High-paying IT jobs, they are very much close enough to that, and they have this long,
So as compared to corporate job salary package and a government job salary package, for instance, I would say like a corporate job person, if he has a experience, good enough experience, or working in a managerial level or above that, he might have been earning around 2 to 2.5 lakhs per month.
yes.
And yeah, that's true. But what about the banking uh, field? Like, what what should be the
Oh,
pay, or what if manager has a pay? Like,
okay. As manager in banking side gets around, if you add all these allowances and all, it sounds it comes up to 1.2 to 1.3 lakhs.
okay,
As a joiner, like you join as a like when as I joined as assistant manager, it differs bank to banks, but it's obviously around 75K, I can say. That if you add up your allowances, that makes up your pay. I know corporate pay, there are high paying IT jobs. If when you start your career, it can be around 70, 80, 90, even 1 lakh also. There are jobs, but it's you who want to decide. Like I can say tomorrow, today you feel that, even if 1 lakh is a big amount, when you join, but after some time, if that is also less,
Yeah.
you will be like, okay, 1 lakh is less. I need 2 lakhs to, meet my expenses and all. So it's just from the inside, until unless you reach there, you feel this is, more big. This is big amount. Even 30,000 looks big for the one who earns, 10,000 rupees so per month. So 30,000 is a very big amount. So it's just like from where you are comparing yourself.
So it's
So I'll
all about
say,
person to person, the background
yeah,
where they
it's very,
resides and everything.
yeah, yeah. So as a joinee, you can easily expect around 70,000, I'll say, easily in a banking industry. So it depends if you consider it as like it's a good pay, I'll say. It's not at all less, or it's not less than corporate, but yeah, there are corporate which pay more, but yeah, it's not at all bad, I'll say. You can obviously go ahead in this career, and you will have very
And you
good
will,
growth. There are a
I
lot of,
think you will get some of the good opportunities and the good, facilities as well, like the home loan, and there are other
yeah,
things
yeah.
as well.
Being a bank employee, I'll have other facilities of these loans and all. I'll have lower rate of interest. Those are all, I'll say, secondary things. But yeah, the pay wise, it's like, okay, it's a
But
good
the
pay.
peace of mind is the primary one, and even if the salary is a bit lower, lesser than the corporate sector, you will have a great sleep every single night.
Uh, I wanted actually, I wanted, to have free time. I wanted to be worried, don't be least worried about my career. I wanted to focus on myself. So that's the reason I choose this, because now I have a stable source of income till I reach till 60, so I can be relaxed. So it depends what you want. If you want a very, fat salary, government will not give that big fat salary. But still, if you want peace, and if you want calmness, and if you want to explore, yourself, or need to give your time to yourself. I wanted to give time to my family. I wanted to stay close to my family. So there are opportunities where I can go. I can reach even my hometown for, my job. So those things I considered, and I, jumped from IT to, IT sector to this government side. So yeah.
So, Krishnakant, it was nice talking with you, brother. Like, you are such a motivation to a lot of people who are, like preparing for the government sector exam. So, what sort of advice you will give to those people? Like, to sum up, what you
Eh,
will say?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, thanks, Amit, for giving me this chance. It's nothing so like so much I did. Like I'll say, uh, it's very important for every aspirant to, like, focus on what they actually want in their life. You must have an aim, I'll say. Have dream of something very big, and every dream is achievable if if you are, that's what I said earlier also. If you are consistent, and if you if you are very consistent, and if you don't give up, those things are achievable, because there are people who are there and they have did that hard work. I'll not say that journey is easy, but it's not at all impossible. There are obviously ups and downs. So they make you a, they uh, that all helps to become you a, more stronger person, or a more better version of yourself, because you see a lot of things and you pass through all these phases. So at last when you land up there, it's like, okay, I have I gained much enough of experience. Like it's not at all just study wise or all. Personal level also, you develop, enhance as an individual, because you would have seen many things before reaching there, right? Failure have taught you a lot of lessons. I'll say failure teaches a lot. So you would have learned a lot. So the only thing is be consistent and have a dream that I need to be there. So if you are consistent, and if you dream that I can do that, yeah, obviously there will be one day you will do it.
Slow claps for
That's
you,
all.
brother. Slow claps for you. I mean, it was a
Yeah, yeah.
great
That
session,
never.
man. It was a great session. Commendable. Like,
Yeah,
my God,
yeah,
it's amazing.
yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you so much, bro, for giving me this chance,
yeah, yeah.
to say something or yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
anyways,
bro.
like it was nice having a conversation with you, and thanks a lot. I wish you all the best for your future. Work hard as you're working hard lately, so that you can achieve a better place in the future as well. This is a really good achievement, brother. Like I'm really happy for you.
Thank you so much, bro. It's just time and patience you need to have on yourself. Be calm, don't give up. You'll make it, man. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Nothing is impossible, guys. That's all.